Hey, I wanted to tell you about a new egg pattern that I've been anxiously waiting for it to hit the market, and it's going to hit soon, I think around the 15th or so of August. But it's a tungsten core on this chenille egg, but it's tied with a drop or an offset tungsten bead. So that allows this to sit a little bit lower, and it turns the hook point up. This is a size 6 Gamakatsu egg hook, so it's a bomber egg hook. I've got two sizes of beads, so a 4.6 millimeter is my heaviest one, and then a 3.8 millimeter for side channel work, or if you just don't need that kind of weight. And it comes in pretty much every color of this chenille, so you can get super vibrant, freshest egg from a king kind of representation to your really most pale dead egg that's been tumbling down the river, and everything in between: pinks, peaches, creams, all kinds of color combos. Some of them have a pink bead in it, some of them have an orange bead in it, and that's just to get the best kind of contrast that I was looking for. But both color combos or all color combos come in those two bead sizes, so you can mix and match your weights. This to me allows Euro anglers to fish an egg pattern without the worry of the hook getting hung up in the rocks and such. But you can still easily fish this under an indicator. And I think one of the things that I liked about it is, like, there's lots of eggs that have a bead on it, but it's almost always at the front, like any kind of beadhead nymph. And I really wanted something more hidden, and I really liked the idea of it being a bit of a core to the egg, so it could be kind of the eye of an egg, or just the center of it. So anyway, this material, when it's wet, and I'll show some of these wet, but they are very translucent, and they almost have an oily sheen to them. So it's a really brilliant material. It's been one of my favorites for mimicking an egg. So I don't know if you can see it on there. I'll do some close-up stuff of it so you can get a better idea of it. But they just look so good wet, and I think you are going to enjoy it. It fishes really nicely, and these, when I researched it, if you look at like the two size of lead shot that's used primarily, let's say in Alaska, you have two sizes that are the kind of the primary that everybody tends to gravitate to. And I weighed those and compared them to tungsten beads that I had, and they were almost a match perfectly with the two bead sizes in this egg pattern. So if you already are kind of a person that fishes beads and eggs with lead shot under an indicator, now you know that the 4.6 or the 3.8 is going to mimic that same weight of the lead shot that you're used to. So from a casting standpoint and a sinking standpoint, you're gonna already be familiar with it. The name of it, I haven't said that yet, is the ball and skein. So it's meant to represent a single egg, like I mentioned, some egg with a bit of skein attached to it or so, or it could just be a small cluster. So if you have a bear that's torn up a fresh fish and its eggs get dispersed into the water, the birds start tearing it up, you're going to get these little bite-sized nuggets. Gear guys and gals fish this kind of stuff all the time with the little row sack, and people fish corkies and okie drifters and all that. So this is no different. It's not that big, especially when it's wet. It's just more of a translucent look to it. So it's bigger than your normal glow bug, but not much bigger. and it's gonna, in my opinion, fish much better, just because of the lifelike look of this chenille. So anyway, RIO's Ball and Skein should be available starting around mid-month here, and yeah, love to hear how you do. Thanks.